All right, so we're continuing with the part, whole, percent, hundred. And last week y'all were given the whole and the percentage, and you're asked to find the part. This week you're given the part and the percentage, and you're asked to find the whole. So it's almost the same technique. So I'm going to still show you two ways: the box method and the proportion way. And whatever way you prefer, please do. I'm not going to make you do one; just whatever you're comfortable with, and you can always switch strategies between problems. So here we have a first problem where it says a survey of all beings on the planet, whatever, found that 90% preferred this type of juice. If 40 beings preferred this type of juice, how many beings were surveyed altogether? This is asking for your total. And it see how it says that 45 beings prefer this juice, and 90% is this juice. That's the reason why you know 45 is your part. So if you do a table, you still have beings and you still have percent. But this time, I have 45 beings, that's 90%. And I'm trying to get up to 100%. So what I can do is I can work a little bit backwards, and I didn't leave me a room, so we're going to have to go this way. So it ends in a 5 and a 0, we can divide by 5. So 45 divided by 5 is 9. And then 90 divided by 5 is 18. All right. So I still don't know how to get an 18 to 100, but what I do notice is, I didn't notice it here, but I do notice it now because it's a smaller number, is that 9 is half of 18. And remember, at the very beginning of the year in Level Up, we were teaching you on how to do fractions. And if the numerator is half of the denominator, that means it can be reduced down to 1/2. So now, basically, all you have to do is get a 2 to 100. The way you get a 2 to 100 is you multiply by 50. So then, 1 times 50 is 50. So it means 50 beings were surveyed in total. Now, if you want to do it a different method, we can do it our part over whole, percent over 100. So our part is 45. Our whole, we don't know. Our percentage is 90 over 100. So now we're going to do 45 times 100, which is just, ironically, 4,500. Then you divide by 90. Now, to make this a little bit easier, the zeros can cancel out. And then I'm just going to do 9 into 450. Well, 9 can't go into 4, so I go into 45. 9 goes into 45 5 times, which is 45. The extra 0 comes up, so my answer is 50. All right, let's try number 2. Oops. A survey of all beings on the planet, whatever, found that 20% preferred Kent juice to all their juices. 4 beings preferred Kent juice. How many beings were surveyed altogether? That's your total. So we're going to set up the box. You have beings over percent. So for every 4 beings, that's 20%. I'm trying to get up to 100%, which is my x. So I got to get 20 up to 100. So 20 times 5 is 100. So 4 times 5 is 20. That's my answer. Now, if you want to do the other method, your part is 4. Your whole, don't know. Your percentage is 20, and your 100%. So you can do 4 into 100, or 4 times 100, excuse me, which is 400, and then divide by 20. You cross off the 0. So now all you have to do is divide 2 into 40, which is 20. Okay, let's try another one. So a survey of all beings on the planet, whatever, found that 75% preferred tot juice to all the juices. If 6 beings prefer tot juice, how many beings were surveyed altogether? So again, total. So we're going to set up our box. You have beings over percent. So I have 6 beings, and that represents 75%. I'm trying to figure out what 100% is. So we got to get 75 to 100. We can't do that really easily. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower this number. So we're going to divide this by 3, because both of them are divisible by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So then we're going to divide 3 into 75. And that's 25. Now I can get a 25 to 100 by multiplying by 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. So my answer is 8. Now let's try a different method. So your part is 6. Your whole you don't know. Your percentage is just 75 over 100. So you're going to you're going to multiply 6 into 100, which is 600. And then you're going to divide 75 into that. Well, 75 can't go into 60, so it's 0, 0. So now you have to figure out how many times you multiply 75 into 600, and it comes out to 8. So 8 beans is my final answer.